berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Whitaker over the middle here to Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Whitaker. And the Raiders have got him.
The quarterback sacked.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, and he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Jeremy Chin there defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case...
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, 45 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Whitaker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. On 1st and 10, Whitaker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 14-yard line.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. His opening drive there last time out looked good for a while. The offense was on the move, but then the pick six.
They were clicking. He was looking good. And, you know, if this was a game played by real human beings, we could get a natural answer. These are virtual guys out there, so we don't know what's going to happen or what actually happened with the miscommunication on that one.
2nd and 2.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Whitaker is complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The 37-yard line.
A draw play for Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Adrian Amos.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Devin White just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Whitaker. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
On the returns, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Phillips on the stop.
To get this one across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Flushed out right.
At the 43-yard line.
And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now left side on the swing pass. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Whitaker. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Yeah, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, but it'll be 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. They'll throw now on the final play. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers matching up against the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. To return, here's Agnew. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Again, it's Williams. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 12.
Now Williams.
First down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
First down, Raiders.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
The week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. While the Raiders take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
And makes the score Raiders 24.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Ka'imi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Well, then a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Whitaker. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Whitaker. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have moved down in front here in the fourth quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Raiders take over first and 10 at their own.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season. You're on the road here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go on the road. We've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus, yet still find the fun in it. How great is this, guys? Look at the spot we're in right now. And then go to your top players, calling the plays that they run best.
Yeah, sort of controlling their own destiny, but this place has been loud. Not going to be easy. Now a play fake here on first down. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand.
That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, MD, guilty there. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down, Whitaker. This is caught. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he'll bang that one through. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
Back to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11 now. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. So 2 down. One to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking the part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you know what they're saying right now? Let's just keep rolling. We're in a great spot.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation to maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.